Ooh. Oh, I should fix this. Give us a moment. Microphone. Come to me, jungle friend. Wait. There are a lot of screws on this thing. There we go. In front of face. That's how these things usually work. There we go. Hi. How is everyone? Oh, wait. I was going to show this later, but I might as well do that now, even though there's no one watching. This was a weird one. The game I'm going to play tonight. This was a weird one because you see back in October, here, can I zoom in on this? Yeah. So back in October 2025, I got an email for a paid opportunity, which is not something I get like ever. At least not any ones that are like aren't fucking scams or something. Hi Tetri, good to see you. So this just looked very sus from the beginning. Paid opportunity. Hi Space. So I've decided to redact this person's name because I don't want them to like feel like I'm like ragging on them necessarily. I'm not. I'm sure this is standard practice for YouTubers who are actually worth something, but I'm not, and I'm very much not used to getting paid opportunity emails. And what they essentially wanted me to do was play their upcoming adventure game Earth Must Die, which has a huge British voice cast, and we're looking for content creators to work with to help with a campaign alongside the demo launching into Steam Next Fest, which obviously was back in October last year and is not really doing. I'm not helping in this regard in the slightest. God damn, the blue screen really doesn't like white shirts, does it? And is picking up the. Should we deflate the blue screen and just turn this into regular cam? I don't know. We'll give it a moment to see here. So anyway, do you have availability for content to go live on the 14th or 15th of October? No. And if so, can you send over your rates? And I'm like, I don't have any. What the hell is that? So I emailed them back. I'm not going to read the entire exchange because there was an exchange, but I'll really read you the Cliff's notes. So I sent back and said, thanks for reaching out. I'm a little confused by your email. What exactly is it you want to pay me for? Is it a sponsored segment? Is it get a video for yourself? Is it some sort of online campaign outside the channels? And I want context and full disclosure of expectations before I say yes or no. And they came back and said, we're mostly just looking for a full video of yourself playing the demo of Earth Must Die. We're not asking for a review at all, just coverage of you playing it and to let people know they can also go and play the demo. And I got back to them and said, thanks for the clarification. What the hell is this about money? Why do you want to pay me for this? And they said, no, we don't pay for reviews. Most influencers we get in touch with these days won't cover a game without getting paid. Is that a thing? Because that honestly to me, I'm not reading her email anymore. That honestly to me feels like we're just gonna buy ad time on your channel, and and of course the parentheses there is we expect you to say nice things. And I've in the previous mail, I said, in summary, I told them all about, I do this To the Wolves thing. I play games for however as long as I feel like, and if I don't like them, I will say it. And I'm going to read an exact quote here. In summary, I can't promise a timely video, and I can't promise I'll be nice to it, but I also won't accept money in exchange for a favorable review. If those terms are unacceptable to you, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, and I wish you well with the game. Flat quote from me. And they came back and said, sure, I get where you're coming from. We don't pay for reviews. Most influencers get in touch with won't cover a game without getting paid. So I'm refreshed to speak to someone who would willingly be happy to cover our game in their series. I would be over the moon to have the game covered in your series. I very much doubt that. And looking forward to seeing what you think of it. And then they sent the code. And if you let people know they can play the demo in Steam Next Fest, that would be great. That was back in October. But anyway, so I'm told that the game is has been updated since then. Apparently, it's made by this lovely gentleman whose voice I have muted. It actually he looks a lot more sus. I haven't even heard this trailer, but he looks very sus without the audio. What does he actually sound like?
Please. I am Alex Horn, and weirdly, I'm in an upcoming adventure game.
There's a lot of eyes going on. So, adventure. Is he one of the voice casts? Alex Horn. Yes, he is. So it has a pretty impressive voice cast for a British game. One of the things that attracted me to it, particularly Tamsin Creek. Craig or Greig? I think it's Greig. Tamsin Creek was in one of my favorite British sitcoms of all time, Black Books, opposite Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey is his name. Yeah. So it's so that's I'm actually not familiar with Alex Horn, although the face looks familiar. So a lot of these are probably but probably very recognizable. But Tamsin Creek is one of them, one of those that stuck out to me. And oh, he's the one in Taskmaster. Oh, next to the big grumpy guy who's also tremendously funny. Oh, I thought he looked familiar. Oh, anyway, so the next name that popped out to me was Alistair Beckett King, who you may know as a person who's been popping up on UK panel shows lately. He was on 8 out of 10 Cats, and he's been on other things, like the Big Fat Quiz or something. So anyway, he was to me, he will always be the Nelly Coutelot guy, and also one of the original organizers of Adventure X. I have spoken with the man. He's a tremendous joy to be around. Very funny, very sort of the sort of effortlessly funny. In fact, the Foul Fleet, Nelly Coutelot and the Foul Fleet, is one of the most effortlessly funny games I've ever played. It is really, really good, and it's one of those. It's one of those adventure gamey games where, the plot is not really that important. The jokes are important, and all the jokes really land really well. The only other game off the top of my head that I can say are games actually would be like the Phantom Fellows and Paradigm. Are the only other two games I would describe as like effortlessly funny. Although I happen to know that there a lot of effort went into the humor in Phantom Fellows, but like. Phantom Fellows, Dev is like just naturally funny. Alistair is naturally funny, and the other name that jumped out to me was Sally Beaumont. It's all the way down here. Poor lass, but she is also someone I've met at Adventure X several times, and she's also a tremendously good voice actor. She was the lead character on that Wadget Eye game that just came out, Old Skies. Yes, Sally Beaumont was the Old Skies lady, I was about to say. Big plus for no AI. That's right, no AI in this game. So it's got all this. It's got these lovely items. I'm sure these. I'm told in the chat here, these other people have also been on Taskmaster. Apparently, Taskmaster is really important. All I know about Taskmaster is that famous clip of James Acaster telling the host, whose name I can't remember, but a really funny guy, tells the host, "Oh, hurry up and open it, you prick!" And the dude just goes blank and lives. Has anyone seen that? We gotta see that one. it's just so good. Like James Acaster is such a fucking loose cannon, isn't he? Yeah, this one where he's told off. This is so good. Oh, it's like 15 minutes. Holy shit. Where's the thing with the box? This must be it. Yeah.
Is a confusing little box.
So this dude brought in a box, comedians, and they're obviously having a go at each other. But also, you can kind of tell like the temperature in the room just dropped, and the audience is not sure whether the audience has just sort of collectively decided, let's laugh at this. Let's just all say it's a bit, and we'll just go with it. But like the first time I watched it, like he does this double take. Like James Acaster says, just open it, you prick. And he's like, first he looks up and smiles, and then it sort of registers what he just said, and he just and the demeanor just completely changes. And the thing that took me was when he gets up, the other guy, Alex Horn, I've now learned his name is Alex Horn. Alex Horn just grabs him by the hand, says, no, don't go, like, thought he was going to go off and punch this dude or something. So, so anyway, that's, I don't even know how we got on that, but yeah. Alex Horn was apparently involved in that. So anyway, that's the game. And the reason why I wanted to pick this up, this is the Steam description, and in fact the disclaimer that I posted on socials and the Discord and such. This is why I decided. I had a choice of two games this evening. I could either play Foolish Mortals, which probably would have been a wise choice because it's a very popular game. I'll get tons of views if I do that, but. The disclaimer for Earth Must Die won out because it says, first of all, there will be deaths and they will have cartoonish blood, guts, and gore. And who doesn't love that? Also, in the throne room, there will be statues complete with comedy alien penises. And to complete puzzles, you will have to navigate an alien sex shop, which comes with sexual paraphernalia and moaning noises. And once they added moaning noises, I was in. Like everything else was like, yeah, this sounds like a good time. Moaning noises, okay, now you have my attention. So that's, I think, long story short, let's get in and play this and hope the audio balance sort of sorts itself out. That was a long preamble, wasn't it? Straight up hentai. Probably not, but hey, Zenny. All right, drop the sound, maybe 2 decibels. Oh, we've got consoles in mind, I see. Auto-saving. So the animation also looks really good. And the art style looks really good. This must have taken ages. I don't know if this is like a one-person dev. I very much doubt it. This looks like a lot of people were involved. Wish list now, because it is still a demo. I must check the options. Oh, God. There's a lot of nice little neat touches in this. Can we like see credits and shit? Because I want to know just how many people worked on this before I praise it to high heaven. Light enhancement, bloom press. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just little TV corners at the corner of the screen. No, I do not want that. No. We must have the full experience. I know it was on by default, but I don't care. Voice volume, all of that seems good. Controls. Oh dear, we have WASD controls. Skip dialogue. Cool. Hotspot highlighter is turned off by default. Thank you. So you do need to use the mouse, I assume, because there's no like interact button. But this means you can walk the dude around with WASD. Interesting. Probably again because they want to put this on console, so they thought of controller controls in mind. I could actually plug in my controller, but I am not going to. Gameplay subtitles, yes, yes, please. We're missing that option where. Either the text auto advances or doesn't. I really like it when it doesn't. HD 4K adventure gaming. Not on this stream, I'm afraid. This is 1080p. It is 60 frames per second though. I've upped my game on that one. And accessibility, black behind subtitles. Nah, I think we're good. Dyslexic friendly font. I would actually like that. Jesus, no, never mind. Sorry. Screen shake, I'm okay with that. Auto progress speech. Bless my soul. Also, that was hiding under accessibility. Fucking great. Thank you. I will absolutely new game on that one. All right, Earth Must Die. You've won my heart yet again. All right. Wow me. Hang on, I'll just up the volume just a tad. That's a very confusing name, Stevie Martin. Not Steve Martin. Yeah, I suppose porting would be very easy because, especially if you do it in, like, Unity. I'm assuming this is Unity for some reason. I'm just going to assume, because it's 2D. There's no point in making it in Unreal unless it's 3D. That's a piss bucket, isn't it? We can absolutely play Putt-Putt if this goes to shit. I even have Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon installed. We can totally do that.
Medic!
Oh, I have to auto-advance. I don't have auto-advance. Sorry, I will pay attention now. Medic. No Putt-Putt slander. Absolutely not. I'm just saying it's a viable alternative if this game turns out to suck. I guess this is the overture? Or am I supposed to do something? I clicked once.
Medic!
I clicked once. I had to click twice, apparently.
Curses. They are too far away.
Oh, his guts are hanging out. I love it.
God!
So I have to click once to dismiss the text, and now I have to click again to get the next line. That's weird.
Robot! Can it abort? Oh, third child, come hither.
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing? Get out of my way! I should go in first because I am the most important and magnificent. I am here, Father. 'Tis I, Valak, your favorite third son.
Oh my god, there's like amazing trails behind the mouse cursor. What is up? That is very distracting. But I can WASD the fuck out of this. Oh my god, the UI is so distracting.
This is my nurse spot, from when I was a little tot.
Why does he have that accent?
Ah, Milky, there you are.
Valak want milk.
What? No, I won't. Oh, never mind.
That's creepy. Comms unit. Do you know what? Let's just go and see what Dad is up to. Oh, I can run with the shift key. Hi, Dad.
My father, Quintarian Tankard, Grand Shepherd of the Terithian Ascendancy, and ruler of the known universe.
He said out loud for some reason.
Personally, I find him a little bit much, to be honest.
I can hear you, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are you talking to?
I should blame Nursebot, lie and tell him I said nothing.
I said nothing. Perhaps you are hearing things, Father. Yeah, your eardrums are currently dribbling out over your shoulders.
All my senses remain very much intact, boy. It's just some of my glands that are scattered around a little more than usual.
We seem quite cavalier about this turn of events. Yes, the art style does go hard, and the visuals are very lovely. It's a very loud game. I'm just, keep adjusting the sound. Well, I'm just gonna turn mine down here. So, I see we're not terribly concerned with our dad's intestines hanging out.
Greetings, Father. You look well.
Stop standing there gawping and help me. Third son.
It's Valak, Father. 2 V's.
Really? What a terrible name. I must have been off my knockers on birthing drugs the day you slimed your way out of me. Now, listen. The battle against the rebels is not going quite as well as I had hoped. I will not survive this injury.
Oh no, half of your bits are hanging out.
And I need to pass on the Grand Shepherdship before I die.
Oh, Father, I'm honored.
Not to you. You can't shepherd the Ascendancy. A pathetic lizard-tongued weakling who still hasn't junked his nurse bot.
Nurse bot active.
Hello.
Balak want Milky.
Is that Sally? Surely not.
Not now, Milky.
The only thing you're good for is to call your brothers in here so I can pass the ascendancy onto them. Get on the comms and tell them to dock their ships and get up here immediately.
Alright, agree reluctantly.
As it is a time of dire need, I shall perform this manual task, though it is beneath me as a dignified personage.
Balak want Milky.
Perhaps later.
Is that all she does? I was sort of expecting some sort of, like, Joey from Beneath the Steel Sky kind of, vibe. Also, we're not going to ask how he ended up in this situation. I see we're going for unlikable protagonist right off the bat. That might impede our enjoyment somewhat. Also, this mouse cursor really is something.
It is the communications equipment for talking to our brave troops out there fighting the rebels. There's too many dials and switches, in my opinion.
So what does the fast forward or rewind keys do? Is that just use? Oh, it's fuck off. Okay, I see.
Aha! The comm station. I should be able to contact my brothers using this
His brothers.
Don't touch it, you grimy little toad. You are a very distant third in line to the throne. You can't go around pressing things and picking things up. Or people might have been touching them.
So then, how?
I did not expect my deathbed to be quite so full of tech support, if I'm honest. But fine. Most tech is voice operated these days. Simply bark orders at things and they will be compelled to do your bidding. I found the same goes for people, actually.
Come in, Alus. Come in, Physis. Valak here.
They're gonna ignore him, aren't they?
What are you doing on the comms, you bleating grub? Can't you see we're busy wiping out rebel scum?
No. Do these idiots think I'm outside where the war is?
No, I can't. My view must be blocked by all our smashed up defenses. Regardless, it seems some rebel scum managed to slip through your sturdy defense pattern and fire on our flagship. Father is badly injured and requests your presence. I can handle it if you'd prefer.
No chance, you little snake. We're coming in now.
I find it very distracting that I have to click just to get the line to appear and then click away. So like in their close-ups, they won't start talking unless I click the mouse. Wonder if they do the same again. Yeah, now they're frozen in time, except they're not.
My precious sons. As twins, you are equal heirs to the throne. I must perform the Ascendant ritual in order to pass on the shepherdship to you both.
Yes, Father. We are blessed indeed, Father.
Valak,
Yes, Father?
piss off.
Absolutely, Father. A resplendent idea.
Now, Alice, Physis, open your side glands, both of you, and keep quiet. Ritual commences. It must not be disturbed.
Yeah, I think they should fix that before the full game, because I really like the click to skip. I'm not too keen on the click to activate, because then it just seems like the whole game is frozen. Oh, hi, Lumbridge Knight. Thank you. It'll be up on my second channel later, like the automated bot just said a moment ago. All right, here we go. So, do I click the mouse now? No, I don't.
Those two idiots can't be in charge of the Ascendancy. It sucks that I'm third in line for the throne.
Technically, you're second.
Currently.
We must hurt them. We must hurt them greatly.
My home planet, Tirith, seat of the Grand Shepherd and assumed center of the universe. It could do with some repairs, if I'm honest. We're not popular.
Want the milky? Okay, apparently that's not Sally, according to Summer in the chat. Hi, Summer. So, how do I get rid of these fuckers? Wait. Why is it hotspot highlighting? I do not recall asking it to do that.
Vices, my older brother and presumptive heir to the throne once the old cocher finally chokes. He's a tech mod freak. Inside his head is mostly wires and circuitry these days. Technology he largely just uses to open doors remotely.
Not a huge fan of the lead voice actor, to be perfectly.
The doors are compatible.
See, here I had to click again, just to get him to say the last line. Okay, I'm assuming I get rid of these somehow. Flashy panel.
Wonderfully flashy buttons, don't you think, Milky? One of them presumably opens the airlock, so I think I'll not press anything on this occasion. Don't want to risk getting us all sacked off.
Okay.
It's the door to the cold, dark vacuum of space. Pretty creepy when you think about it. It's very dark outside. There could be ghosts and ghoulies and all sorts.
See, I can't tell if he's trying to do like a Russian accent or he almost went into Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Like ghosts and ghoulies. Okay, I can walk all the way up here. So, do I have anything in my inventory? Is Milky in the... Can Milky suck them off?
Valak want milk.
What? No, Oh, no.
Alright. Can I pick up some goo? What happens if I just talk to them?
Vices, a word.
I could weep pathetically for the throne? Is Alice even Tirithian anymore? All those biomods must erode his purity? I could ask after his robo-caterpillar. No, I'm gonna turn them against each other.
I must say, Vices, I admire you for taking on such a controversial joint shepherdship.
Nothing controversial about it, you greasy buck. We're twins. We're the oldest. We get the throne.
Yes, but with Alice's physical peculiarities, many in the ascendancy might say he's too impure to rule.
My day indeed.
Hateful claptrap. Of course, but many would say that he's a filthy mutant with no right to the throne, and that you should be the one true, glorious, and powerful ruler on account of your resplendent magnetic head.
Resplendent magnetic head. Yes, he does sound like one of the dudes from What We Do in the Shadows, which was a great TV series, absolutely.
Claptrap, eh?
But I think he's protagonist voice. He's too, like, it takes forever for him to get through a voice. I've already read the subtitles before he's done. I'm not saying he should, like, hurry, like, speed past him, but it's like, there's some weird, awkward pauses in there. I'm just saying. He's the weakest voice actor so far, unfortunately. I have no idea who it is.
How is Crowley today?
I must say, you're looking quite well.
So I just have to go through all of it?
You should decline the Grand Shepherdship and give it to me, Vices. It's so humid in that throne room, you'd rust up after a couple of weeks.
Oh, go suck a robo nipple.
Fair enough, I can do that.
Alus?
I could convince him he's the elder twin. I could convince him Vices' claim to the throne. I think I'm gonna do that.
You know, I really do miss Vices.
What are you blathering about, Dungbrain? He's right there.
Is he, though? With all those cybernetic replacements, one could argue that he's technically not the same person anymore. Which, now you mention it, I suppose would mean that he's not an heir to the Grand Shepherdship.
I suppose.
Brother, I am confused. As the eldest son, should the throne not go to you?
Vices and I are twins, you blithering idiot. We're the exact same age. Father even made sure to birth us simultaneously in order to avoid such arguments. at great cost to his personal penis.
What?
Yeah, of course, but you were physically above your brother when you both emerged, no? According to quantum physics, time passes faster the further you are away from the planet's core. This means you are at least, a billionth of a second older.
It does?
Oh, yes. According to the physical laws of the universe, you are the rightful heir to the Grand Shepherdship.
Intriguing.
I think Alice is convinced. Just that oaf Physis to deal with.
Okay, so we're on it now.
Physis?
Yeah, why would a British game have these accents? Because there's plenty of really funny British accents you could have gone with, but we went with this sort of weird Arnold Schwarzenegger-ish thing.
So many of your personality defects make sense now that I know you're the middle child, Physis.
What? I'm a twin, you dolt. Alice and I are joint oldest.
Well, he's got it into his head that
He's right there, he can hear you.
of a second. Something to do with time zones. I don't really understand it.
Has he indeed?
Excellent. I think Physis is on the edge. Now for the final power play.
Your clever choice of words has manipulated. Oh, you can't see that, but it says they're distrusting each other. You can now use the order mechanic when selecting them with the left mouse button. So the order mechanic. Oh. Well, that did nothing. So I order this with this.
Your twin, so you can have the shepherdship to yourself.
I am the true heir. Stand down, you bio-modded wimp. Get over here so I can kill you, you stinking ape.
You're right next to each other. Holy shit. Guess who's off the Christmas card list? Oh, that went well. And he had nothing to say or do about the whole thing. And now it's literally frozen until I press the left mouse button. 3, 2, 1.
Balak,
There you go.
my favorite son.
Okay. Can we pick up some Alice partial?
Preserved for all time. What a macabre tableau.
I'm claiming that throne, old man. I should speak respectfully. Now, this might be out of character, but I mean, this is the Invader Zim approach, and this is the I'm not a complete fucking tool approach. I'm gonna go with the not complete fucking tool approach.
My beloved father, what can I do to ease your passing?
Maybe tug on your intestines for a bit.
Can it, you crawly bumlick?
Should have gone with the other option, I see.
I need to pass over the ascendancy before I peg it, so keep stum and open your side glands pronto. Now, this grand power from me. Oh,
Oh, rats, he croaked. Oh no, he will croak when I hit the left mouse button.
blah, blah, blah.
There we go.
There. You are now the Grand Shepherd of the Terithian Ascendancy, a vast galactic collective of thousands of species, millions of souls spread over 100 planets, all of them weak idiots in need of a strong ruler.
This guy is actually the best voice actor so far. He understood the assignment. No long weird pauses that give the player the ability to just read ahead and I'm done with the line. When's the voice actor going to be done with the line?
Perhaps
And there he goes.
Father?
I also love that this race apparently has no mothers. They have a father who squeezes them out with his massive penis.
He's finally slipped away. So peacefully. Sleeping now.
Fail to contain excitement. Contain excitement. I will fail to contain excitement.
Yes!
That's the Invader Zim way.
It's finally mine! All mine!
Should have gone with the Invader Zim approach on the other one as well. Oh. We'll just carefully zoom. So how long will it zoom in before I hit the left mouse button and advance? Is it gonna stop there? It's still going. It's still going. I think it's slowing down. Alright, so I was kind of hoping the game was bugged out and would just keep zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, until something broke.
God, I am going to be so good at this! Milky, clean up all this mess, will you? I've got some emperoring to do.
Sometime later, for demo purposes.
Right. I'm hooked into the cameras.
I know what we're doing. What are we doing? I know what we're doing.
First things first. Let's get you into the public section of the train somehow.
I should probably pick the other one. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Fice's head, Alice's head. What the Can I get a repeat of that?
Let me see the knowledge holder.
Wow. Okay, we got objectives. Get the curator's voice print, get the curator's eye scan. The fuck? This went places. I assume there's like a big chunk of the story just missing there, as the text said. It did say there was like 3 chapters of the game you could play already. So maybe this is one of them. Let's have a look around the Milkipedia, which I don't think is oh, so this is just lore dump. I should probably have a look at this, shouldn't I? So the Tyrann's Ascendancy is the interplanetary alliance dedicated to peace, harmony, and progress. Alright. Planet Tirith is the center of power. Notable Grand Shepherds would be... holy shit. Valag Lizard Tongue. So this was Daddy, how isn't it? Yeah. He had strong, unwavering enforcement of Tyrithan Edict, his towering stature, and impressive facial hair. Died at the final battle of the Prologue Rebellion. So, how's the rebellion doing, actually? Notable enemies. Shadow Lords?
It looks extremely juicy.
Juicy, if you say so. Now I can't get rid of the subtitle, because... For reasons. Anyway, the Shadow Lords are a dark army of powerful beings from the Shadow Realm. They sound fun. Tending to sap all life force from our plane, they made numerous sallies. Sally Beaumonts against the border, defeated by the Grand Shepherd, who oversaw the development of technology. Okay, so we don't have to worry about those. Where's the rebellion? The Pralag Collective, a conglomerate of small business owners enraged by the new law that every customer must sing the Ascendancy Anthem before making a purchase. That does seem kind of much. The collective argued that as the anthem is 10 minutes long, this severely reduced the amount of sales they could make in a day. During the final battle of their rebellion, Quintarian Tankheart and his twin sons, Alice and Physis, died. Passing the shepherd said, "Oh, to me, leader of 1,000 planet, guide of 1,000,000 souls, third son of this and that, and..." Right. They died valiantly in battle. No, they fucking didn't. Victim to unfortunately ductal mutations since childhood, after his brother Physis accidentally pushed him into a toxic bog during a good-naturedly brotherly tussle. He was said to have good humor about it, though anyone overheard referring to him as bilious or duckhead was summarily executed. Okay. And Phi says, as the genetically enhanced cranial cyber implants, after his brother Alice accidentally smashed him round the head with an iron bar during a good-natured brotherly tussle. Yes, I assume the same, Typhon, that this is the middle bit of a game, that they just skipped over a bunch of shit and now we're suddenly here. And actually, I'm fucking around with this shit, and I don't think I need to.
Retain this information in case it becomes useful in future conversations.
Can I get the tutorial back, please? Do I have to start over for that? In fact, can I save? No. There is no save, only Zool. Alright, so this cage is actually Milky. That's some sort of bathroom. That's a magic 8-ball. That's an access point. That's a toilet door. That's their head. And my goal was to... Was that Milky who had my goal?
Milky, let me...
Yes, get Curator's voice print, get his eye scan. So, Curator's what we're focusing on. Hi.
The Curator. We need him in order to get into the vault next door. Otherwise, honestly, he'd be dead already.
Fair enough. This is a weird adventure game concept, really. I was expecting to walk around and pick shit up. But, thank you, Myris, for the donation. Hot dog with ketchup? If you insist.
I'd forgotten I had Physis' head stored. Quite the trophy. His tech-based synthetic brain could be hackable. Hey!
Okay, but all I can do is look at them.
I have zero fond memories of this prick. Lovely to see him rotting here. If Alice takes a hard enough wallop to the head, a bunch of horrid goo shoots out. An unfortunate byproduct of his modifications.
Okay, but I still can't do anything to them.
A magic 8-ball. A child's toy for idiots. Oddly, every culture in the known cosmos has independently invented them.
I hope there's no deaths. There is an autosave. It said so at the beginning. It autosaves, but this doesn't strike me as the type of game where you can die. This has LucasArts design philosophy written all over it.
It's the door to the toilets. It's shut tight.
Yeah, but I can't really do anything to anything.
The vault door requires a passphrase and a rectal scan.
Oh, what now?
Retinal.
That's what I said.
Okay.
This is Blore, the strongest of the three.
Oh.
You can tell by the bulging muscles and low-effort intellect. Cheese, the hacker, can make things happen on computers. I don't understand it, to be honest.
Okay, so we have him hack this dude's head, Blore, and is there a... okay, so it's just these two. No, wait. Parch, Chiz, and Blore. Okay, who's this?
Is two-dimensional or something. I wasn't really paying attention.
Me neither. Okay, so it's Lost Vikings then. Who remembers that game? Alright, keypad.
This keypad should open the bars. Some sort of security panel. Maybe there's something behind it.
Blore, I command you to punch the panel.
Smash panel.
I'm not fucking because I'm big and strong. I'm not like an idiot, you know?
He swore. I'm into it. He F-worded. Alright, and you're a hacker, so hack the thing.
Jeez, can you hack that panel?
From here.
There's not much here, I'm afraid. Mostly boring train stats.
So every time the game sort of freezes, it takes me a while to process the fact that I'm supposed to click the left mouse button. I will not stop harping about this.
All I could get was the code for that keypad over there.
It's 1138.
1138.
Of course it is. Of course it is. And if anyone doesn't know what that means... Wait, Parch is two-dimensional, isn't he? He can just go over here.
Sneak through those bars and use the keypad. The code is 1318.
1138.
Yes, try that one too.
There we go.
Now, that door leads to the main exhibition car. All of you go through without anyone seeing you enter. Now remember, you're supposed to be regular members of the public visiting a museum. So look as regular as you lot can look.
Look regular and don't let anyone see us. What's the point? Have you even done this before?
Okay, look normal. Aha! There's the museum curator, a Mr. Prurius Oogles.
According to the specs Chiz sent us, we need 2 things from him to open the display room. A voice print of him saying a 5-word key phrase and a retinal scan.
Rectal.
His medical records show that he has a glass eye, so if we can get our hands on that, we're halfway there. And we'll also need a nice clean recording of him saying the passphrase, which is Blue 5 spaceship, Twilight sausage.
But he's right there. How is he not listening to you say all this?
If you can get recordings of him saying those words, you can cut them together and play them through my tracker and access the vault. Has he done any public speaking you could find recordings of? Or maybe there's an audio transcript of his job interview on file.
No, we'll have to improvise.
Uh-oh.
Alright, can you guys go have a chat with my brother's head?
Jeez, can you hack my brother's head?
Let me check my big bag of cables. Yep. Plugging into the big guy's melon. Now. Okay, got a few options.
Find out what he truly thought of me.
Search it for anything relating to Valak Lizard Tongue. Let's see how he felt about me.
Slime. Worthless. Feeble.
Are you surprised?
Oh.
Useless. Foul-odored. Work-shy. Tetchy. Unlikable. Weak. Stupid. Low IQ. Abrasive. Bigoted. Cynical. Boastful. Foolish. Conceited.
There was a thesaurus involved in this, wasn't there?
Conniving. Pathetic. Huh.
Okay, good. Got it. Thank you.
Alkagugu.
In hindsight, predictable.
Get over here so I can kill you, you stinking ape.
Okay. What was what? We knew this. We were there when it happened. Oh, there he goes.
Hey, I have 0 fun if I'll and
Oh, so if we punch him in the head...
punch it.
Presumably that's a finite resource. Telephone?
It's set to incoming calls only. I don't know how to change the settings.
Okay, we spilled goo everywhere. Alright, you go...
Parch, grab that magic 8-ball.
do this. I love his walk cycle. Her walk cycle? One wonders. So, do we have inventory? We have no inventory? Go to toilet. I command you to go to toilet. Fuck.
Parch, move!
Door confirmed closed.
Can't get through. Alright. Floor. Smash door.
That door is closed shut.
Yes, smash it. He's big and burly. Yeah, I know. Alright, hack the access point.
Hack that panel.
I can't do anything without that passphrase. You got it?
No.
Well, then that's job 1, glorious leader.
Okay. What do we do with the goo? Oh, do we get him to step in the goo?
Jeez, run another...
Get over here so I can kill you, you stinking ape.
And that makes him go over there. And can we punch him in the face then?
Impossible!
Is he gonna trip and fall? Chiz, do it again.
Jeez.
Get off!
What was that?
Oh, I may have confused them. Is there anything here? Telephone. Just use telephone.
Hack it while he's using it.
He's not using it.
Right there.
I didn't even know there was a telephone there.
There's a telephone there.
What do we need it for?
There's one here too. I wonder if it can be hacked to send a signal through to me.
Yes, it can. Just get him away from it.
Okay, so it's a timer puzzle. Cool.
Jeez.
Get over here!
Who said that?
I can't hack it. He's like...
He's not using it. Run. Fucking run.
I can't hack it. He's like...
Fucking run. Dude. Alright, so that's not what we're doing. This is kind of weird. Punch him again.
Punch it.
That did nothing out of the ordinary. Window, is that important?
Looks big and therefore heavy.
So, do we smash window for no apparent reason?
Floor, get that window open.
Okay. It's open.
Excuse me one moment. Don't open that window. You'll let the mosquitoes in. They're everywhere this time of year.
That's a good thing, isn't it? Ah, Chiz. Do the thing with the telephone.
Hack into...
We're in. You can now listen in on his call on the van phone. Tell the phone to intercept and you'll take over the other side of the conversation.
Okay.
Yes, that would be most
An
appreciated.
incoming call.
Oh, and now I'm running my all over your nodules. Do you like that?
She says she can't do it without the password. She does know what hacking is, right? Oh, maybe she's not very good at it.
Yes, that's certainly acceptable.
I don't believe it. He's on a sauce line.
Oh, is that what he was doing? I couldn't see he was actually on the phone.
A dirty sex chat.
Are you taking my glass eye out?
Oh yes, I'm rolling it in my armpit. It's getting lovely and sweaty.
Please tell me that's Sally.
Good. Now, pop it back in.
I'm sliding it back into your socket. Oh, that's a tight fit.
Eh, no wonder the museum is so run down. The entire budget is going on his awankathons.
How did this get approved? Like, it looks very big budget. And then it's just chock full of this shit. I kind of like that as a challenging wank, isn't it?
Sex lines charge double after the first 5 minutes, you know?
I wouldn't know.
Do they indeed?
Apparently. According to this data I just looked up, that is. I wouldn't know.
Oh, you're a naughty little boy.
Right, that's enough of this disgusting filth. Phone, intercept.
I'm gonna shrink you down into a micro-wall syringe and squirt you all over my...
And we're frozen again?
Hello?
Yeah, there we go.
Gazmeek? Are you there?
Yes, it is me, Gazmeek.
You sound a little odd.
I suddenly caught a virus. Would that have anything to do with these? Maybe?
Oh, I just got a very nasty virus. I'm coughing up all sorts of mucus. There's phlegm and sputum everywhere, and you know me, I'm very nasally anyway. Sorry, where were we, Prurius?
Well, all of them were just like, get him to say something, so why couldn't the keywords be nipples and moist and stuff like that? I don't know.
Someone's coming to join us for some fun. It's Grand Shepherd Valak in his sizable interplanetary vehicle. What do you think of that?
Not very much. Why is that ugly git joining us?
You don't find the Grand Shepherd attractive?
That spotty blue slime pearl. Ugh, no thanks.
And we have to click the mouse button.
each to their own, even though I thought his administrative triumph of separating out the time of questioning and the time of adulating was incredibly sexy.
Oh, no. I'm starting to wilt. Move on!
Drop it. Let's try something else.
I'm rubbing my hands all through your fur. Guess how many hands I've got?
3.
No.
4.
No.
6.
Oh, but... You're close?
I was close, and then you started playing a guessing game.
Just so you know, the charge rate has now ticked over to 5 squirgles per minute.
What? I'm trying to save up. I can't afford that many squirgles per minute.
This feels like a dialogue puzzle that you can't fail. As in, it won't. There's no fail state to this. At least I don't feel like it. So this just seems like a lot of busy work. Like the writer had a lot of funny things they wanted to convey, and it's not really a puzzle, is it?
Saving? What for? Big boy.
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm saving for a spacecraft.
I mean, it's funny, don't get me wrong, but isn't it? It feels like it just wanted to write a long cutscene and just had to sort of interject dialogue tree options in it, but it doesn't feel like there's a way to fail this, or if there's a puzzle of some sort in it. At least not yet. We'll see.
Finally, get off this rock.
Financial conversations are hot and steamy. I like the I like the dialogue choices here, where you get the topic in parentheses and then just sort of a funny description at the bottom. I wish I could read it, if not for all the fucking particles vomiting out of my mouse cursor.
Are you getting the most out of your savings plan? You could apply for a fixed rate NSP at 4.9%. Just fill in the form TK268B and file it with the local Borough Civic Banking Office.
Look, that's all useful information, but it's not really why I'm here. I'm here for a quick, dirty wait.
Uh-oh. Oh, did we finally?
4.9.
No, it was just me having to click my mouse again for no real reason.
Mm-hmm. Worth a look. That rate will take your savings to the moon.
Like on a spaceship.
Exactly. Oh, wait. Oh, finally.
Let's try again with 5.
I have the absolute optimal number of nipples for...
Is it 5? Is it 5 nipples?
Oh, yes, it is. Good job, well done. You know what gets me really hot? When people say Twilight to me. Go on, say Twilight.
Now look, I'm paying for this call. You don't tell me to say words, I tell you to say words. So no, I won't say that word. I don't see what's so arousing about saying Twilight anyway.
No, quite right, sorry.
So, there's no puzzle to this.
Oh yeah, I'm sliding my tongues up and down your... Oh, what's the word? Oh, you know, it's like a tasty stick.
Lolly?
No, you make it out of animal parts.
Shoe?
No, eat it.
Shoe again?
Egg?
No, it's a meat-based cylinder that comes in strings.
Meat lolly?
Without the stick.
Sausage?
That's the one.
Mine doesn't come in strings, though. It's more of a splat.
Lovely.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. Now, what was I saying about your sausage?
I've forgotten now.
Yes, it's very sexy, isn't it? Forgetting.
Look, I think you might be having an off day, Gazmeek. I'm somehow less aroused now than I was dusting antiques earlier. I might give you a call tomorrow, okay?
And that was it. I guess we, Oh, it's waiting for me to click the mouse button again.
Yeah.
I find that very confusing. I almost want to turn on, like, auto advance, just so I don't have to put up with that shit, but... Okay. Do we get control back? No, I have to click the mouse button again. Or do I? I just clicked it. Nothing happened.
I've got
Oh, I had to do it twice.
and edited them together, so they're ready to play as one phrase.
Congratulations, you're a tech genius. Let me know when you're ready to play it, and I'll attempt a wetware interface with the security lock mouthpiece.
Will that take long?
It'll take 2 seconds. I'm just going to stick my ear in it.
So I think I just need him to go to the bathroom. Or do I? Can I just tell you to go hack the access point?
Hack that panel.
On my way.
So why could I squirt shit all over the floor then? Just for shits and giggles?
I'm ready to play the phrase. Van technology. Play clip.
Spaceship Twilight sausage?
He's like right there. And then what's blur open door?
It's double lock secure. The vault door requires.
Oh, right. We need his eye. Can we just punch it out of him?
Ah, a foolish notion indeed.
All right. How do we get him to take his eye out? For some reason, this camera came back on. I'm not sure what that's about. Go to the bathroom.
Door is closed shut.
I know. Maybe this guy can ask to use the bathroom? No?
Parch is I wasn't really paying attention.
Do I use this guy and tell this thing to be mean to monkeys again?
Get over here, so...
What was that?
Are you gonna move? And what do we do? Do we punch?
Punch it.
Punch the head while he's there? Is that the timer puzzle? Is he gonna trip and fall? Yes.
My eye, you buffoon!
He came quite far away. Alright, toilet door. So I would assume it's this guy's turn to party.
Move.
Door confirmed closed.
Are you fucking for real? Are you for fucking real? It's a double time puzzle. Oh, tittle my winks. So we have to do that again. Okay, so it's a double time puzzle. You do this.
Run and
Get over here.
You do this in just a moment. It's open now, but
punch it.
I think we have to get in while the door is still even more open.
My eye, you buffoon!
Now, can he get through the door?
Do that. Parch, move.
There we go.
Christ, it smells like a packet of fish sticks in here.
Alright, you. Good. Eye.
Go. Swap the 8-ball with the eye.
Oh, is that why we picked it up? Oh, I see. Right, and you should possibly leave now. Here, go do the thing.
I'm out. I've got the package. That's it. We're...
Alright, off you go.
It's the door.
Yes. Alright, someone go there, please.
Okay, move.
Are we all moving? Yes, we are. And now we're down here.
There it is.
The Tremblo bomb.
Seems important.
Let me turn this off.
Oh boy. Is that bad? That feels bad. Do I click the mouse button? No.
It's the Terranoids.
I can't go down for this.
Go down together. Leave them to fend for themselves. I'm sure the Terranoids will treat us fairly. I very much doubt it.
Okay. You lot deal with this. I'll meet you at the backup location.
What?
Best of luck. See you later.
That would be the evil, tyrannical thing to do. So I did it. It's a door. It's a me, Mario. That was it. That's not really what I'd call 3 chapters. Also, I don't think I did very much, like, adventuring. And where was my sex shop of penises and moaning? I have a feeling I missed out on something. And my screen just went dark. It opened a browser window on my other screen. And there we are. Chapter select, please. Prologue. I'm sorry, what? Confirm. I believe we have done this. Really? Is that it? Is that what we're doing? I was promised moaning. I feel a little robbed now, actually. I guess we quit then. I'm certainly not gonna, like, replay the whole... I mean, can you skip cutscenes? There's a question. If I talk to the old man here, I can... No, escape just brings up the main menu, so... I can't skip cutscenes, at least I don't think so. The original demo was much longer. Original demo. Where do I find the original demo then? And featured the sex shop. Well, the question is, where do I find that? Because this is what I was given access to. Alright, visit store page. Let us investigate this. Anything here? Recent events, announcements? Was it a Kickstarter? Probably not. Thank you for a great launch. So, is there a full game? Earth Must Die is out now. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't get access to the full game. I got access to the demo.
Hello.
Hello.
Alex Horn.
That's okay. Yeah, download demo. They sent you a demo for the Steam Next Fest. Oh. It was on Steam. The original demo was the spaceship scene, but not the museum heist. And so it had the moaning and the sex shop. Oh wow, my face cam is really bright today. It's just it's an ongoing struggle with this thing. So we adjust exposure maybe like that. A little better, I think. Yeah, that was back in October because I got the email back in October. That was a fun email. They offered to pay me for it. And I feel a little ripped off, to be honest. I mean, obviously they didn't like I don't it was free, you know, and I shouldn't feel like ripped off. It's not like there was a transaction involved, but yeah, I'm not sure about this. So, but also, how is this just the demo? Surely, if you give someone a Steam key to, I mean, there must be different Steam keys for, like, full game, demo, stuff like that. So when it was released, they had to generate new keys, I assume. Because it says Buy Earth Must Die for 30 euros. Oh well, guess we're not playing that anymore. Well, I guess we can have a look at another game that I was considering playing. But I thought Earth Must Die, I mean, even though it was a demo, I felt like, oh, this is probably going to take all stream. It's going to be fun. But I also wanted to play Foolish Mortals because I've heard so many good things about it, but I was into the whole sex shop and moaning thing. Now I'm incredibly disappointed. Yeah, probably keys only before it went public. Oh, well, it was back in October, so the game wasn't out at the time. Still a little disappointed. So let's play Foolish Mortals instead. See how that pans out. Settings, dialogue text, yes please. Timed puzzles on and off. Interesting if true. Dynamic hints frequency. I'm gonna mess with this setting at some point. No auto skip. Oh, and we can pick between German and English. Save game recaps? Do you know, that sounds interesting. Let's turn that on. Extras? No, that's just social links. All right, let's get into it. Let's crank the volume because this feels like it has very low volume. Double click for quick travel. Right click, examine. Left click, interact. So opposite Beneath the Steel Sky controls. Widget eye controls. No, some of the humor was
said
delightful.
There was a treasure on the island. Its location known only to the dead. I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that in order to find it?
I would have to suck an awful lot of dye. All right, I'll shut up while the intro is playing. So these guys were very nice to me when they sent an email. Yes, I got this one for free as well, but they were very nice and they seem to have a great sense of humor. And and also Adventure Game Geek has played this and he's hung out with the developers. They felt, apparently they were, yeah, this is quite loud, isn't it? I thought it was really low at some point, but, oh hey, Francisco Gonzalez and Jess Haskins did the voice recording. Pros. And anyway, Earth Must Die seemed to have like a good sense of humor, at least a very vulgar sense of humor that I could dig, but the demo certainly wasn't all that, did not live up to expectations. And also the voice acting, which was one of the main selling points, was a tad off, I feel. But anyway, we're in comedy Tim Burton land. We've got the harpsichord and everything. Can I skip the opening credits? No. We will sit through the opening credits. We will drink water as the opening credits fly by. Roberta's name just passed by. Oh no, please tell me there's not a song. There should be an option in the options menu, in the settings menu, that says skip song.
Well, I think you're a fool. Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
All cab drivers sound like that.
33 years ago, the Belmore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir nowhere to be found. Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted for. I'm here to find it.
So you're a treasure hunter?
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor? Records, taxes, all that stuff?
Think of me as the adventurer of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim on that money lapses for good along with my commission. So I've got one night to find it. I'm overdue for a meeting with the parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes, would it?
Yes, I believe it is.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that? I'm a good talker.
He died about 4 days ago. I'd wager he's waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. And ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, a magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
That was a lot of exposition to throw at a taxi cab driver. A taxi cab driver who incidentally sounds like every taxi cab driver in every run-of-the-mill adventure game ever. Is that One Short Eye's voice? I don't know. It doesn't sound like him. One Short Eye is not really much of a voice actor. At least I don't think so. He would have said something, I'm sure. Let's try the save load thing. And then let's try loading it and see if it gives us a recap. I'm interested in this. Does it give me a recap? Yes. He's just arrived on the enigmatic island. This is an interesting mechanic. I wish more adventure games would do this, because then you can sort of like, whoa, where the fuck was it? Like, it's been days since this was a problem back when I used to stream more regularly. Like I would play 2 games. I'd have 2 games running concurrently, and I'd be like, I forget where I am, or it's been like a week. I forget what I was doing. So this is good. First, he needs to pay for the taxi ride. So they've got little like recaps for every single scene in the game. It even lists having to pay. That's something.
The only $1 I had left after traveling to Devil's Rock.
Alrighty, here you go. Fuck off.
And here's your change.
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense would go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That suits me. I took the pocket watch out of my vest and clicked open the cover.
I turned into George Stobart.
I've got 13 hours to find $13 million.
Unlucky for some, but if you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean, what's that? Good luck, Murphy McAllen.
Oh, this is very Monkey Island. Looks like Broken Sword 2. Has George Stobart-like narration, and Monkey Island-like title cards and shit.
Walking into the port town of Deadnettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
Like, I'm wary of anything that takes place in the Caribbean, just because it just immediately screams Monkey Island. But I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt for now. So, right click is examine.
A jewelry store named Doubloon's Jewelry.
And left click is interacts. Okay. That is a massive fucking mouse cursor. This looks like a weight cursor. Oh, you can't see because of the chat. How about... Oh, that's a look at. Oh, so the mouse cursor changes depending on what you hover over. I see. I wonder if this is made in Adventure Game Studio. Because if so, it is quite impressive.
A paper sign hung on the front of the theater. One side displayed the flair and fanciness of a person skilled with a fountain pen. The sign read, "The Fantastic Fantocchio Brothers will be performing tonight." One side displayed the flair and fanciness of a person skilled with a fountain pen. The other side revealed it had been written on the back of a cut-up cereal box. The sign read, "The Fantastic Fantocchio Brothers will be performing tonight. All ages welcome. Tips welcome even more."
Voice acting is good. There's something AGS about this. I mean, the resolution is amazingly big. What did I just do? I activated hotspot highlighting. How do I get rid of that? Oh, it's middle mouse button. I accidentally clicked middle mouse. Oh, because I was rolling the mouse, and apparently rolling down brings up the inventory. Rolling it up again dismisses the inventory. This is kind of like what we were playing a couple of days ago, Warlight, which we will not be playing any more of.
A faded poster had been pasted on the wall of the alcove. It had clearly been there for years.
Yeah, the walk cycle is a bit strange, but it does have...
The poster advertised billiards at the Captain's Club, with 3 billiard balls and 2 cues framing a cube of billiard chalk.
Cool. The walk cycle clearly has a lot of animations to it. A lot of animation, a lot of frames of animation.
Slap me with a paddle. It's a whopper.
I will do no such thing.
Well, blast my barnacles. That's the third one tonight. These fish sure must have been spooked by something.
The unlucky fisherman at the end of the wharf, as popularized by Monkey Island 2, although technically wasn't King's Quest 4 first. Ooh, we can run by double-clicking. I am into this. Alright, let's go annoy him.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. Gibbs, by the way.
Good nibble.
Seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a very important job on this island. A calling that only I can fulfill.
Oh, shut up.
Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Oh, you're a tourist. Now, why on earth would you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
I must have done something to upset my travel agent. The name's Murphy McCallan.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks.
Very unlike adventure game.
Expectations of a seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged my hands into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh! It was a handful of fish guts.
Ha! That's the best bait you get around here. They smell pretty bad, but the critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
What a lovely person. Wait, what was that? The font looks close to the Curse of Monkey Island font. It is. It's I Am Fell. Very popular font. I'm guilty of using it myself. I'm just going to move over here so people can actually see the dialogue options and shit. I should probably stay over here. Let's see. Oh, I'm sure you've played it on stream before, but how do you feel about Grim Fandango from Double Fine? There's so much to unpack in that one. No, I've not played it on stream before. 2, it's not a Double Fine game. It was a LucasArts game. Double Fine, I believe, did a remaster of it that introduced a point-and-click system. It was keyboard only. I have played it. I have finished it. I don't like it. Everyone loves it, but I don't like it. It's the story's good, voice acting's good, music's brilliant, the puzzles are fucking awful. So it's a much better story than it is a game. And it is really long, and I do not wish to play it again. I played it twice now. Played the original when it came out, and I played the remaster just to see if the point-and-click interface worked the way it was supposed to. It didn't. I ended up using the keyboard anyway. So, all right. Did we pick up the fish guts or something? Sorry to shit on any Grim Fandango fans, by the way. Like, everyone fucking loves Grim Fandango. I don't. Day of the Tentacle is a masterpiece. Fate of Atlantis is a masterpiece. Sam & Max is... Well, it's got some puzzle problems. It's kind of mood logic-y, but humor-wise, Sam & Max is a masterpiece. All the good old, like, LucasArts games, yes, Monkey Island 1 and 2 included, are masterpieces. Loom is one of my favorite games. Grim Fandango, nah. I mean, Full Throttle, Tim Schafer's previous game, pretty fucking good. I loved it. It's a bit short, but it did exactly what it said on the tin, and everything was Lovely. One of the few games I actually finished with no walkthrough whatsoever. I'm very proud of that. It was a very easy game. Grim Fandango, it just did not click with me. Oh, cheers. No worries. Lumbridge. Anyway, right. Spirit Queen. Is the Spirit Queen? Is this going to be like the voodoo lady from Monkey Island? Let's see. Let's have a ding counter every time we're reminded of Monkey Island.
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Heard of her? Sure. But I wouldn't be heading out into the bayou at this time of night.
She lives in the swamp.
Out there. That's where I need to go.
That's a ding.
Bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you're set on it, just take the western route out of town. Left at Pimlico Rock. Then right on into the bayou. Without Docket gets in there, you'll see the lights guiding you the last stretch of the way. Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Can I go back to the conversation? There's like 3 million other options I didn't... Yeah, okay, thank you.
What's that you're reading?
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I much preferred the last book I read. It was much more action-packed.
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
I guess that's a puzzle. Find him a better book.
What's life like in Dead Nettle?
Well, it's not the hustle and bustle it used to be, but it suits me just fine. The ships just don't come through Dead Nettle anymore. Not since the disappearance.
You must have been talking about the Belmore wedding. The locals actually believed the story. Have you ever considered moving to the mainland?
Nah, I wouldn't like it over there. Crazies, oddballs, crackpots. The mainland doesn't have any of them.
I'm going to get back to exploring the island.
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
The folks this island gets now either seem to be looking for something or running away from something. You look like you're doing both. You've got your eye on that Belmore treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning, but dig too deep, and you end up in a place you don't want to be.
What makes you think Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work.
His facial expression didn't change in the slightest.
I'm an auditor, contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, Murphy. And I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance, anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to their house has seen the same thing. You might say it was moonlight shimmering off dusty glass, the shadow of a tree branch, or a curtain blown by an unseen breeze.
Wow, he's a poet.
But deep down, we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
Someone's ass in the window.
It's not something anyone will forget. Every poor soul who's seen the phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep. Just visions of faces. Evil faces. Laughing. It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the phantom is? Or was?
Nobody knows.
I love the talking animation.
Someone at that awful wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Or doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. For everyone's sake.
Ned's talk of nightmares was the last thing I needed to be worried about. Even if it was a job, ever since I read about the Belmore treasure, all I could do was dream about finding it.
Oh, so you're not just here to do a job, eh? I can see why why someone said it sounded like One Short Eye. It kind of sounds a bit like him. I'm pretty sure it's not him. If it is, he's been keeping secrets from me. What was that? Was Fate of Atlantis present in the list? Yes, I said Fate of Atlantis was a masterpiece. Calculon asks, what do you think of the dig? The dig can go fuck off. Did you kill Earth yet? Yes, it was a terribly short and slightly underwhelming demo, actually. I was a little surprised by that. I was also robbed of the alien sex shop and the dildos and the moaning, which I also found. Also, there was supposed to be a throne room full of alien penises. I didn't see that either. Oh well, let's look around this very busy background screen. Not as busy as Warlight. Warlight was just completely incomprehensible.
It was a billboard advertising Bloom's Canned Beef. Of all the ways to eat beef, the canned form was definitely at the bottom of my list of preferences. A fishing net had been stretched between two poles to dry, and then clearly forgotten about.
No, let's explore the surroundings. Holy shit. If this is AGS, the walkable areas, like you have to, draw in the rectangles and the polygons for where the character is allowed to walk. Must have looked fucking freaky around.
A notice board stood outside the newspaper office, containing a mixture of advertisements and front pages from previous issues.
So it's narrated in the past tense, which means either he's a ghost narrating to no one in particular, or he got back and decided to write up his memoirs.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article stood out to me. It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Is that important? Did we talk to Ned about that?
It was the door to a newspaper office. A note on the door said, "Out on a scoop. Back later."
I don't know if anyone noticed that, but the curly quotes were the right way around, which I find a nice attention to detail. Most of the time, if you have like quotes in a game, they're just these straight quotes. This one actually had the curly quotes, but not just that. They had the curly quotes facing the right way to the left of the whatever was inside the quotes, and the right way on the other side, which is not something Adventure Game Studio does on its own. So someone paid enough attention to do that. Now, the reason I don't like the dig is because it's basically LucasArts' attempt at doing a Myst clone, except it isn't the third person, but it's basically Myst. And Myst can fuck off, so the dig can fuck off as well. Oh, shortcuts. Very Curse of Monkey Island. Alright, let's go have a chat with the dude.
I decided to leave Ned to his fishing.
Right, off we fuck. Beach, dead nettle. Let's have a look at the beach first. Why does the mouse cursor do that? It doesn't do that here. Why does it flip around when I go over here? And this one is all the way flipped. This one goes flippity-floppity. And this one is just flippity.
As I returned to the beach, I could see the causeway was now fully flooded over by the rising tide. I was trapped here until dawn.
Yes. Can I save my game? Will you let me save my game, please? Yes. Can I save over this game, please? Save? Can I not save over games? I am confuddled and confused. All right, I'll delete the save game then, and then save into a new one. I'm a little scared that there might be like a limit of save games. If there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If there's only 9 save games here, I'll be very disappointed.
The helium-filled balloon bobbed gently in the breeze.
She looks happy.
A little girl sat hunched over a tide pool, accessorizing her pretty dress and ribboned hair with a scowl as cold as an iceberg. It was the face that could sink 1,000 ships.
Right now, I'm getting Broken Sword meets Monkey Island. That's what I'm getting from this game.
Hello? Little girl? Have you lost your mommy and daddy? It's late. There could be a lot of strange people around.
Like you.
I think I'm talking to one.
Maybe I should.
Add a girl.
My name's Murphy McCallan. What's yours?
Mallory Wisp. Angel on the outside, malevolent force of disparagement, derision, and disorder on the inside.
I like her already.
Mrs. Huxley wrote in my school report. Hey, do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they do. This is my happy place. I come here when I need to cheer up.
What's got you down?
It's my birthday, and I didn't get the present I wanted.
Well, happy birthday. Is being out here helping?
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl? Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses? Tiaras and tea parties? Those are not my thing.
Okay. Fine. Can we...
What present did you want for your birthday?
A doll.
A doll?
What's wrong with wanting a doll?
Nothing. I just didn't expect it. It doesn't quite fit with your whole aura.
I'm still a little girl. I don't have to defy all your stereotypes.
You brought it up.
Stupid tin boat. I know Sebastian's got something to do with it, too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him my toy catalog from Mulligan's.
Is he one of your friends?
Not in a million years. You can see right through him.
He's a ghost, but we don't believe in ghosts yet. Ooh.
How are you planning on getting revenge?
I'm not sure. Currently, I'm at the plotting and ruminating stage of my plan.
What are you plotting and ruminating about?
How things would be different if I was in charge of the world.
Everyone would suffer.
What we want to be when we grow up. Mildred wanted to be a baker. Bobby wanted to be a firefighter.
What did you want to be?
Setting fires.
The universe.
All right.
I guess no one can accuse you of lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the world's problems and make the world a better place if you were in charge?
Oh, absolutely not. It would be far worse. My patience is worn so thin with all the idiots around me. I don't know if it would be wise for me to wield that much power. You to the dungeons! You to the torture room! It would be very cathartic for me, though.
I like her. I like her a lot. No, I don't think she's dead. I think she has an invisible friend who is also who's dead. Yes, this little girl is my spirit animal. Very eloquent too. I'm guessing 7, 8, maybe 9-ish. Very eloquent.
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Look, if Maury put you up to this, you can tell him that I have no intention of going anywhere near his big, boring boat again. And anyway, those skulls look better with a little lipstick on them. I even made some cowrie necklaces for them, but nope, if we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have to maraud without being dolled up. And they'll have to take it up with Maury.
Who's Moray?
Nope, not falling for it.
Do you like living on Devil's Rock?
This island is cut off from society, an isolated microcosm of the dark and macabre. If I'm honest, it fits me quite nicely. Lots of places to explore, too, when I'm not banned from them.
Where are you banned from?
Where am I not? The Captain's Club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The lady at the newspaper office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a zombie uprising. The witch doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toys. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played a teensy little practical joke.
What did you do?
I convinced him the stiff he buried was still alive. People are so antisocial around here.
I like her a lot, but yeah, if Moray's a talking, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. If Moray's a talking skull. Hello, time gentlemen. Did I miss the Earth Must Die play? Yes, you did. It was over very quickly. It was the demo, and it was like 2 scenes exactly, and it was a bit underwhelming in a way.
Shouldn't you be heading home?
I'm in trouble at home. Mrs. Huxley held me back for detention yesterday. Again.
What did you do?
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans. Third graders are remarkably easy to manipulate with a bag of candy and a little peer pressure.
Why did you do that?
You've got to speculate to accumulate.
Why did you want their souls? What use do you have for them?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just step 1.
I didn't dare ask what she was preparing for.
Dare ask what she's preparing for, please.
Better get going.
I wouldn't walk across the beach again if I were you. This beach is covered in quicksand. I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked down like a noodle.
Oh no. Really? This beach has quicksand?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Tourists.
I was going to say, first of all, that's not how quicksand works. And 2, I don't trust this little twat as far as I can throw her.
A tin boat puttered around the tide pool, watched unenthusiastically by the little girl.
Can I have
Despite the
it?
little girl's disparaging look at her tiny toy, I doubted she'd be okay with me commandeering it. I didn't want to take the little girl's balloon from her. Her
But I do.
face made it more than clear that it wouldn't be a good idea to get on her bad side. It was a handful of fish guts so odoriferous they made my eyes water.
Chuck him in the lake.
A tin boat.
Loose change, pocket watch, magazine.
It was the magazine where I'd first read about the Belmore treasure. Now I was going to find out if it was more than just a ghost story.
Oh, that's a lot of reading. Okay, we should read it, shouldn't we? All right. Mysterious manor, bewitching bride, I'm gonna skim parts of this. It happened on Halloween night, 1899, on the ominously named island of Devil's Rock. The creme de la creme of Louisiana society had been invited to the grand wedding of Abigail Belmore, younger sister of the Belmore brothers, wealthy owners of the Belmore Trading Company, which traded the waters of the Caribbean. British by birth, the brothers took over the Belmore Trading Company until the tragic death of its original founders, their parents, while also adopting their younger sisters. So, what? All right. The brothers took over while also adopting their younger sisters. So, huh? Can you do that? Can you, like, if you're orphaned, can 2 older siblings adopt their younger sibling? How does that work? Okay, never mind. There's something about that part I'm not getting. Anyway, the wedding of her was said to be the highlight of the year for Louisiana high society, but it was already a wedding plagued by scandal and tragedy. Abigail had declared her love for a sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships. Eschewing the eligible bachelors across the South, Abigail was courted and proposed to by a commoner. Unsure at first. Okay, bye, time gentlemen. Oh, you're one of the devs. And, well, I'm happy to see you. And, sorry, it was a little, yeah, well, you'll see. Anyway, she was courted and proposed to by a commoner. Unsure at first, but compelled by love of their little sister, the brothers sanctioned the marriage. So they did adopt her? Legal guardian kind of thing, maybe? I mean, you don't technically have to adopt someone who's already part of your family. I don't think so anyway. I'm not an expert. But a fairy tale wedding this was not. In the months leading up to the wedding, each of the Abigail brothers, one by one, went missing, never to be seen again. This writer's theory? Murder. But who could accomplish such a heinous crime? Possibly a murderer. The story takes a mysterious twist. Not just, 2 disappearances, but now it gets mysterious. The morning of the wedding, Abigail she declared, in fact, she would not marry the stalwart sailor, but would instead marry John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company and its director following the disappearance of the Belmore brothers, her older brothers. Because she was possessed. I'm going to go with possession. Anyway, was the bride stolen from the sailor? Was the bride rescued by the officer, or were the 2 men simply pawns of a demonic debutante? What? Okay, so she says she wants to marry a sailor. Cool. It is sanctioned. Wedding is planning's underway. Her brothers go missing. Then she backtracks and says, fuck off to the sailor. I will marry the officer of the Belmore Trading Company. But those were the brothers, wasn't it? British by birth, the brothers took over the Belmore Trading Company. First officer of the Belmore Trading Company. And its director. Okay, so they own it, but he's the dude actually in charge of it. So he's but she wouldn't need to marry into the company because her brothers already own it. So what the hell? Hostile takeover? I don't know. Okay, the following morning came and no newlywed couple was to be found. Through the night, it is said that a huge green flash erupted from the manor house, orchestrated by Tim Burton, and no one, not the bride, the groom, nor any of the guests, was ever seen again. Guests? So they already had invited the whole wedding party. Then she decided to switch grooms, like, during the wedding party? Am I just not awake? Or what is happening here? I just saw something in the chat here. Calculon said, oh, he's talking to Dylan Dow. Okay, I thought for a second there you said, oh, I'd love to see, you'd love to see me do DS9 Harbinger, which was a Star Trek game that was also a Myst clone. So I was about to say hell no, but yeah, he's not talking to me, so that's fine. All right, so the house was abandoned, Belmore Trading Company broken up, sold off, the island left to fade into obscurity, and yet the wealth of the Belmore family has never been found. Gold, jewels, or even more exotic treasures. Space penises? I really wish there were space penises. And moaning. Anyway, they all lie undiscovered to this day. The house is avoided by anyone who knows its past. It still stands at the heart of the Belmore estate, rotting away with its fating secrets still locked inside. What happened to the vanished wedding? Why were there guests invited at a wedding and suddenly the groom is part of it? Was there even a sailor? And I like this, the phrase, was the bride stolen from the sailor? So, where did the sailor go then? Was he dead? I don't know. All right, fine.
It was the pocket watch I'd been given when I reached 5 years as an auditor. I didn't know whether it was to celebrate the fact or rub it in.
Why not both? All right, can I access like a quick travel map? Ooh, we have a notebook. All right, got an objective list, and solutions to Murphy's adventures will be found within these pages. Only proceed when in dire... Oh, so we've got a hint system. Okay, let's not for the moment. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Hotspots. Map. Oh, it even says at the bottom. Alright, map. Let's go up here then. And look at the sky.
After what felt like miles, the eerie darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp. And beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
A crocodile? Probably an alligator.
Hand-painted lettering on the side of a paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't a person, it was a riverboat. Its hull sagged, the wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin, and what remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
I like the writing. Writing is good. It's very of its, you know, it's getting the job done. It's not just your standard Roberta Williams, here's a ship, here's a lake, here's a boat, do something. It's got its little flourishes, but it's not like overly pretentious, dramatic kind of thing. I get the sense this game has a sense of humor. And also it's got a little bit of a, I don't know. It's got a bit of an Addams Family vibe to it, if I'm perfectly honest. Hello, is that Murray?
A head dangled from the lamppost, a macabre shop sign for the riverboat beyond.
Oh, by the way, the little girl actually told us that something dude on a boat something when we asked about the Spirit Queen, and said it was a dude. So we know that there's a dude in there. Don't talk. Please don't talk. Please don't talk.
I took the shrunken head from the sign. It almost seemed to grin at me. Creepy.
Why did I pick that up? Okay.
It was an aging water tower used to replenish the steam engine aboard the riverboat. I considered climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant, moldy water. And there was plenty of that in the bayou already.
I'm gonna need to get past this grimy fuck over here. But we'll just pretend we didn't see him for now.
A hand-painted wooden sign was nailed precariously to the front of the shack. The sign read Dockmaster. Presumably, this little shack was where documents and licenses pertaining to the riverboat's operation were stored. The wooden shack had a single door. From the moss growing on it, it looked like it hadn't been used for years. I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked. A swiveling wooden crane used to load up cargo in days gone by stood halfway along the jetty.
Do we grab onto this and swing around and Indiana Jones our way past the gator? Sign says no. Ooh, he hungry. Fish guts.
I couldn't do that.
You could. You just don't want to.
A swiveling...
Take, that's a... Is that a sandbag or something? You just smear it in fish guts, have him jump on it, fall into the bayou, done deal. Just run across the jetty, everything will be fine. Alright, we'll break the window.
The damp air of the bayou had swelled the window in its frame. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open it.
Fish guts.
That wasn't going to work.
More fish guts. Fucking fish guts for everyone. Do I just fish gut the alligator? Let's go ahead.
A fierce-looking alligator blocked my way along the jetty. A broken chain hung from its neck like a leash, but this creature definitely wasn't under control. Its milky eyes stared past me, but I could tell from the way it shifted, the way its nostrils flared, that it knew exactly where I was.
I mean, it can see you, so yes. Let's go chat with it.
The alligator snapped at me like a sprung trap, giving me more than enough reason to stay well away from those teeth. If I wanted to get across the jetty, I needed to make sure the alligator wasn't on it.
No. Alright.
Hand-feeding the alligator didn't seem like a good idea. What if it bit off more than I was offering?
Yeah, that's why you should smear this thing in fish guts. But okay, we'll make it complicated.
The shrunken head was already disturbing enough without shoving rotting seafood inside it.
Oh, wait.
The shrunken head was already...
Like some sort of seafood piñata, which was a great line that they didn't bother recording, apparently. Do I hang the... Can I...
That wasn't going to...
Okay. Do they have, like, hot inventory on inventory responses for everything?
That wasn't going to work.
No. No, they don't. They just knew that I was going to try something stupid like that. Okay.
It was the kind of water that made you question every ripple. Was it the breeze or something hungry?
Doesn't want to climb the water tower. And I think that's about it. As far as hotspots go. What does this shrunken head do?
Head with wispy white hair and tightly shut eyes.
Can we go back and show the little girl that? She seems to like weird shit. Yeah, why is the alligator wearing a collar? He's just a pet, isn't it?
How would you like to trade your tin boat for this?
A doll?
At least the head of one.
Deal!
Well.
Oh, I'll hug him and kiss him and conquer the world with him.
That seems weird. You should wash him first.
Prepare to weigh anchor.
A lot of precision went into that.
It was a toy boat made of tin, with a motor you could wind up so it puttered around in the water.
If I can put fish guts on it, I think we're in business.
I packed the fish guts into the tin boat. It was the smelliest little ship to sail the 7 seas.
Alright. Back to Gator. Shit, where'd you come from?
Mr. McAllen.
Hi.
Yes? How do you know my name?
It's a work assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense hypnosis.
Out on a scoop, I see.
Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles, she had the crazed look of someone not entirely in touch with reality. That's right.
An auditing job.
Eyes that looked like she was reading my very thoughts. Yes?
And you're late. Days late.
I was beginning to panic. Ned had warned me about the supernatural on this island. Was this person standing in front of me equipped with psychic powers that could read my very thoughts? How do you know all this? Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No. It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks of it. Phil Bolam, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd find you out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story. Now, do you want it or not?
If you wouldn't mind.
Why is he so surprised?
I don't remember.
She had a camera around her fucking neck.
Case, but you better make sure it pays off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
Do you want to send a reply?
What was there to say? My only contact was going to be pushing up daisies by morning, and my one lead was the magazine I'd been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself. Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about, won't you?
She didn't even wait for a reply before she started striding back through the bayou. She hadn't taken a single thing from me, and yet somehow, I still felt like I'd just been mugged.
It's a very literary type of writing, but it's not like overly done in any way. I quite like it. Yeah. It's not perfunctory, but it's not overly done. I'm into it. Now, fish.
Hand feeding the alligator.
All right, in the bayou it goes then.
Perhaps this would attract the gator's attention.
We can only hope.
The hulking mass of scales and muscles lumbered to the edge of the jetty and dangled its toothy jaws over the side, its nostrils flickering at each one.
Okay, that is overdone. Oh, slap it with a crane.
Ready?
Am I?
Aim.
In you go, Sunny Jim. It was not a timer
That
puzzle.
would be the envy of any cannonballing kid at a pool party. The irritable reptile disappeared into the murky bayou. I just hoped it didn't hold a grudge.
It did. So there's actually an option in the settings to turn off timed puzzles. I like that. What I really don't understand is why I can't save over games. I feel like I haven't really done enough to warrant keeping several save games at this point. Because I really don't think I've done anything to like that can fail. I think we what time is it? It's 11:12 in the evening. I think we're gonna keep this short. We're gonna go check out what's on the ship here, and then we're probably gonna call it quits because I gotta get up in the morning and do boring shit. And also have a shower, not be so dirty and grimy and awful as usual. So let's go have a check here. So now we've kind of got a sense of the sort of puzzles we're in for, and I think this might be the type of game we will continue playing. I mean, if the Earth must die, people get back and aren't too disappointed with what I said about their game and they want to give me a free key for the full game, then sure, I'll take it. But I don't think I'll be investing my own money in it, honestly. That sounds really rude, but hey, you know what stream you tuned into.
A taxidermied fish was mounted on a board surrounded by a gold frame.
I will have it.
The taxidermied fish looked like it was barely hanging on to the rotting wooden frame. Deciding it would be better coming with me, I picked it up. And in doing so, tore a long hole in its previously stitched up seam.
The music was very dramatic for that taxidermied fish.
The taxidermied fish I'd taken from the riverboat, with a ripped seam opening up to the stuffing inside.
I'll pick out the stuffing then. That sounds important. All right, in we go.
Spirits and spectres from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McCallan.
How do you know my name? Have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivial paperwork. I have eyes all over this island.
Does he just sit there all day, every day in full, like, corpse paint?
Myself. Come, step into the light. I know a lot about you, Murphy. Unknown parents, a childhood spent in orphanages. I know things about you even you don't know.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Moray. I am a conjurer, a shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death. And those spirits whisper to
You've got a fancy peacock chair.
It's your time to talk, Murphy. Tell me why you've come to my humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends on what you seek.
I kept telling myself that the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. That there must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did. But with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Belmore accounts. I'm an auditor in the company I work for.
Murphy, do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
That was a long-ass bit of dialogue. I dream of... Why are there no, like, nonsensical options? Come on, show a bit of humor. I dream of big booties and I cannot lie.
I dream about finding the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
I see that spirit within you, hungering for more than an auditor's life. And I know you've dreamed about that treasure every night since you first read the story. Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is calling out for me to find it.
Many have sought the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. All have failed. Some, it is said, have perished in the process. Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor all those years ago?
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
All of it. Dark magic runs throughout.
Oh, now we get a cutscene. Probably a fucking long one, too.
Built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England who made their fortune.
3? I thought there were 2. All right, 3 then.
Belmore, an explorer. Yardley Belmore, an actor. And Cecil Belmore, a scientist. Their parents dead for many years, they each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard her...
We just read this story.
And in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner.
Off with her head.
Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the union. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic.
Like, we literally have a magazine with the story in it. He's telling us shit we already know and apparently have known for years and years.
Was lost, presumed dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the entire Belmore fortune once she came of age, People began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. "I don't love you," Abigail declared. "I never loved you."
No, piss off.
All the guests gathered in the house. Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening.
Okay, that answers one question.
First officer of the Belmore Trading Company would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen. That night, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished.
Like the new groom announcement just feels like the
scorned sailor.
The most underwhelming plot twist.
That would be broken. A victim who would be tricked. And a force that would unleash evil. But no.
While riding an imaginary bicycle.
Which was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
Okay.
Telling me that all of that actually happened?
I knew all of that.
And so much more, Murphy. Mysteries you have yet to uncover.
Dr. Morey's performance was gripping, but it seemed like something out of the vaudeville shows I'd snuck into as a teenager. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling.
Wait, you were almost up his ass just a moment ago.
Myself.
Yeah, here we go.
Is
Is
that
a
real?
skeptic or an idiot? Kind of in the middle.
And someone went to a lot of trouble hiding it.
Can you help me find it?
I can. If you can prove your dedication to the search, I will need you to
Of course you will. It is an adventure game.
inside the house. A small leather pouch called a gree-gree still lies inside Abigail Belmore's bedroom. We will need it if I'm to help you. This will get you inside.
My bum. Alright, that is a fancy trick. I'll give him that. Why was it hovering near his dick?
You're not gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat for your
I do not do tricks, Murphy McCallan. You'll soon learn this.
He is, in fact, a makeup artist.
Lies at the end of the northeastern peninsula of Devil's Rock. Find that gree-gree and bring it back to me.
Again, what is it you're going to help me with?
I'll be here when you return. And Murphy, this ghost story? Now it's your story, too.
Okie dokie smoky. Well, that was great. That was Plot Dump City. Wish we hadn't read the magazine. That would have been fresh and delightful information. But find the secret treasure. Pay attention. And then the guests started dying. Yes, indeed. Well, sorry for a slightly shorter stream, but we're gonna have to leave it here. Because, again, boring shit happening in the morning. But I'm glad we at least got to that point. And we do seem to have a game that I at least want to play more of until I might get bored. Because at the moment, I don't know, this certainly leaves a better impression on me than Earth Must Die. Although Earth Must Die, it's just like, from the Steam page, it had everything. Like, it was literally like, it's got raunchy humor, it's got great animation, the voice talent is supposed to be awesome, but the voice talent wasn't actually that great. The animation and art style was fantastic. The UI was weird, and what I played of it was not very much fun. I mean, the Lost Vikings thing was kind of interesting in a way, but why would you highlight that as part of a demo for what is ostensibly a point-and-click adventure game? Like, why would you highlight a mini game for a point? What wouldn't you like put the sex shop with the fucking moaning and dildos in it, please? I just wanted the dildos and the moaning. Anyway, Foolish Mortals seems the whole using random scenes was not the best move, but Foolish Mortals seems like something that might be up my alley because I'm a big fan of the Addams Family movies. And this has a bit of an Addams Family vibe to it, especially with the little girl. God. And it also has very good writing, at least so far. And the puzzles seem to make some sort of sense. It is kind of like Broken Sword meets Curse of Monkey Island, at least for the time being. And also with a little bit, because it's set in Louisiana, there's bayous, there's a little bit of Colonel's Bequest to it, and a little bit of Seventh Guest with the Haunted Mansion and shit. And I guess the mystery is intriguing enough. Main character seems to be a bit of an idiot, but maybe we'll get there. The voice acting is fantastic. Really, really good. So the little girl has what every other little girl has in her mind. Boys, homicide. Help, I'm drowning, I can't swim. God, I love that movie. Oh, look at this. Isn't he a lady killer? Acquitted. God, I love that movie so much. Yeah, so anyway, that is it. Yeah, both of them are, but my jam is Addams Family Values for some reason. I just really love the sequel more than the original one. Because the original one, the plot of, the big treasure and everyone just being duped, it's kind of like, we've kind of seen that. Yeah, well, the rap was shit. But Addams Family Values, especially, because the brilliant thing they did with the sequel was to just give Wednesday basically the whole movie and just let her run for, because, the writing was on the wall in the first movie. Like, even though she was a bit character in that one, she was the interesting one. She was the one who had all the best lines and all the, so making the sequel pretty much about Wednesday was top notch. It's the same with the Bill and Ted movies, honestly. It's like the first one was kind of, it was great, but it wasn't like, it was like, we've seen it before. And then the second one just pulled out all the stops and was like the best one of those. Even like Wayne's World. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say any of the Wayne's World movies were like masterpieces, but the first one was kind of like, we've kind of seen it. Yeah, they get bought out. They start arguing. Money doesn't solve everything. Back to normal at the end. Woohoo. But the second one with Wayne Stock and all that shit and Christopher Walken, and so the second one did what the first one did. Also, the second Wayne's World movie has what is possibly the best line in all of cinema. Fine, I'll just stay back and lick the cat's butt. If you book them, they will come. Now I need to see Wayne's World too, and Addams Family too, and Bill and Ted too. The best part about Bill and Ted 2, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, is every time they so much as move their hands or arms slightly, there's a whoosh sound. There's a whoosh sound. There's like so many like little touches. Dude, if we die, you can have my Megadeth collection. But dude, we're already dead. Oh, well then they're yours, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, that turned out well, didn't it? All right. Cheers. Thanks for coming. See you guys later.